Hello, dear friends. I'm Lindsay, and this is your Monday Sparkle Up. Because it's Monday, and anything could happen. Of course, that's true for any day, but it feels especially pertinent on Mondays. Nonetheless, let's get right into it. So this week, I have a powerful question to pose. Wallace, we're on video. Simmer down. So, I have a powerful question to ask you. Have you ever stopped to consider why in our culture worry equals love? Because it's a reasonable question to ask, and in a lot of cases, when someone that we love comes to us and shares a problem or a difficulty they're having, a lot of times our first response is to worry about them, both to their face. Oh, that's awful. I'm so worried about you. Gosh, I hope you get that figured out. But also after they've left, we think, oh, I'm so worried about so-and-so. They're dealing with this, they're dealing with that. And could we be a more powerful force in the lives of those we love by choosing trust instead of worry? By choosing to view their wholeness and greatness and respond to that versus responding to the self-limiting version of themselves that they are presenting us with. So I think this is a question that's really worth asking, especially as it relates to parenting, which I know is kind of a sticky situation and kind of a sticky topic, but I really want to challenge your thinking this week. Are you worrying about those you love, thinking that you're adding value to their lives in so doing? Because I would argue that you're really not. Let us first consider worry, because I have long regarded worry as a meaningless emotion that we indulge rampantly. And so ask yourself, what does worry impart into my existence? Does it bring about positive change and healthy new steps, or does it typically just feed the fear response? Because in my experience, worrying about a situation or worrying about someone else or even worrying about yourself is absolutely worthless. It does not change anything. It does only, in my experience, serve to feed that fear monster and keep us playing really small. So when worry starts to come up, if we can instead allow our impulse toward trust to be activated, then I think we can be much more impactful in our own lives and in the lives of those around us. So consider as worry comes up this week for you, whether that's on behalf of someone else or even in your own life, consider allowing it to flag you to choose something different. Oh, I'm really worried about my proposal next week. Or, okay, I'm feeling a little bit worried about my proposal next week. So knowing that worry is really pretty worthless and meaningless, I think I'm going to choose trust instead. So what can I trust in? I can trust in knowing that I know more about this topic and presentation than those that I'm presenting it to. I can trust in my knowledge base. I can trust in my ability to convey this to those that I'm speaking to. I can really just trust myself to handle this. I can trust my resiliency. I can trust my greatness. And that feels so much better and more empowered than worry. And not only does this apply to you, but it applies to all of your relationships and dealings with other people as well. So try this on. Let me know what you think. Am I thinking about this in a way that's not accurate? Tell me your thoughts. I'm dying to know what you think about worry and about trust. And I'm really challenging you more than anything else to respond to your version of those that you're speaking with. Let me say that better. I'm challenging you to, instead of responding to who is in front of you and how they're presenting themselves to you, instead of responding to that version, respond to the version that you know exists somewhere, the version of their greatness. And notice what happens when you change that dialogue and when you respond differently from an intentional place. Just notice what happens in the dialogue shift, because it's really meaningful in my experience. And I think it can really positively impact your conversations and relationships this week and every week that follows. So I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much for being here with me this week. And I hope you'll have a great time transforming worthless worry into triumphant trust.